I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with episode 138 of our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team Let's Playing, guys. If you missed last episode, we did a little bit of the grinding. I believe we grinded Slowpoke and Tentacool. I don't think we evolved them, though, last episode. I do have a lot to talk about here at the beginning here, so bear with me. I did do some grinding off camera in between episodes. I have, let's see, Slowbro ready. I have Duo ready to evolve, Seal ready to evolve, and then I did a little bit of grinding with Grimer and with Voltorb, I believe. I believe so. Yeah, with Voltorb. So, before we get into that, though, I wanted to show you guys a little something. If you look at Joy Seeds, I have 74. So not only have I been grinding, but I spent a few hours grinding, I was thinking to myself, man, this is going to take me forever. I was wondering if there's a way that I could speed this up a little bit. So I was thinking about it, and back when we played Pokemon Conquest, and we 100%ed that game, there was a code generator or password generator for finding the... what do they call, like, the special Pokemon, like the wandering Pokemon, whatever you would call it, like special spawn Pokemon. It was randomized. It was hard for them to, get the ones that you wanted to pop up. So I was like, screw it. We'll manipulate it a little bit. We'll use a password generator, and that's what we did. Well, I thought I was like, I wonder if there's a Wondermail generator, and there is. So if you just like Google, Blue Rescue Team, Wondermail generator, you'll find what I found, and basically. You go through the jobs here. I have 8 missions. Mount Steel 1 through 8. It's literally the same exact mission, just each floor, one for each floor, and you get a Joy Seed. So I get 8 Joy Seeds per run. The longest part is just typing in the password, and I use my computer obviously because I'm emulating this, and I use my mouse to punch in the numbers. If you're using a DS, you can obviously use your stylus to do that. It's a lot faster, but you can make your own codes. Basically, I'm going down Pokemon to like alphabetical order. So right now we're on Apom. So I've done like Aggron, Absol, Pokemon, numerically, alphabetically before Apom, and I've done a few runs doing this. I timed myself to see how long it took to do the full process of typing in the code and doing all 8 missions, which obviously the missions part takes no time at all. It took me about 10 minutes if I used like the speed up emulator, like this. If I do it in like just a regular run like this, probably about 12 minutes for that. So about 10 minutes like this, about 12 to 15 minutes like this. So not bad, right? So I was thinking, so that's 8 Joy Seeds, right? So that's essentially 8 levels that you can use to level up Pokemon. Alright, so while I talk about this, I am going to go ahead and do these 8 jobs real quick, and then we're going to do some grinding, some good old-fashioned grinding. And we'll talk about why I'm still doing some of that in a minute. So, as I mentioned, and since we have the X-ray specs, you can see there, we know exactly where our client's at, so pretty easy. And you find some decent items along the way as well. Obviously, we're not going to leave yet. We have 7 more floors to go through. So you can pick whatever dungeon you want. I suggest picking a dungeon with 8 or more floors. That way you can get 8 missions at once. They have to be on different floors. If you pick up 2 missions on the same floor, you can only do 1 of them. So I learned that the hard way a long time ago. When I grabbed 2 missions from the same floor and I couldn't do them both. But basically, like I said, just make sure they're on different floors. Just do the first 8 floors. And then when you get to the last mission, it doesn't matter which dungeon you're doing. Obviously, if you do lower levels, it's going to be a little bit easier. Doesn't matter which dungeon you do, though. Because when you get to the 8th one, you just leave the dungeon with it, and then it's good to go. You also collect some other items besides just the Joy Seed. Like, I got a lot of Reviver Seeds, Max Elixirs, some berries, things of that nature, along with the Joy Seeds. So it's pretty nice. Obviously, we always need Reviver Seeds. That's very important. It makes things very easy for us. We need them for like higher level stuff. Although we're getting... Whoa, I don't want to leave yet. But obviously, Reviver Seeds are necessary for other parts of the game that we're really not needing anymore at this point. I mean, we still need them for... we have a few Pokemon we need to get still. And we'll go over that here in a minute. Would you like to leave now? No. So you guys can see this is pretty easy, right? It takes 2 seconds, well, not really 2 seconds, but it takes just a few minutes to do this. Entering in the password itself is the longest part of the entire grind, which can get very monotonous, but so is regular grinding. So I mean, grinding is grinding, right? Like, if you're going to be grinding, you're going to be doing the same process over and over again. It does get tiresome after a while, which is why I'm going to be kind of splitting apart a little bit, doing the regular grind, doing the training area, the training dojo with Makuhita, because you can train 2 Pokemon at once. The skateboard, nice. Always use those. And then for like lower level Pokemon especially, it's easy, right? Because like, if you have Pokemon that evolve at level 16, doing a few runs in the dojo is pretty fast. So I mean, it's probably even faster than collecting the Joy Seeds. So like I said earlier, so like for about 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes, right? Let's say 12 minutes if I'm going a little bit slower. I get 8 levels essentially, right? That's almost a level a minute. Versus if you do the training dojo, especially with higher level Pokemon, like say you're trying to evolve into a Salamence that takes I think it's level 55 for Salamence. You're gonna be doing that, that training dojo for freaking ever, trying to evolve a Shelgon. Or you could just collect, say you're level 30, you need to collect 25 Reviver Seeds. That's essentially what, 30 minutes, 35 minutes worth of grinding these missions, typing in the wonder codes, etc., etc. So obviously well worth the effort there. So my plan is right now, and my plan might change later on, but I think my plan is any Pokemon that evolves past level 30, I plan on using the Joy Seeds for. Any Pokemon before that, I don't, right? If that makes sense. So if they evolve at level 28, let's say, I will grind them through the dojo, because I think it'll be faster that way. And it also kind of breaks up the monotony of typing in the wonder codes, coming in here. I did the mission, I didn't leave with it. That's alright. This dungeon's like, what, 9 floors? Yeah, not a big deal, right? So now we see we got our Joy Seeds, we got some Gravel Rocks, Max Elixir, more Joy Seeds, Reviver Seeds, hell yeah. Good stuff. We're also getting some rescue points, which we're already max level, so that's kind of irrelevant. But say you're someone who isn't, right? And it's only 5 points, sure. It's still worth it. And now I don't know if you go to higher level dungeons, so you do the same exact mission, if it's going to increase the difficulty rating of it so you get more points. I honestly don't know. I've only done it for Mount Steel. Maybe that's something I'll test out in the future because I'm curious to know. Alright, so now we got to talk a little bit more about what's going on with the Pokedex. So, we still need a few Pokemon. We need to get Chansey. We need 2 of them. We need one for Chansey and Blissey, and Chansey is kind of a pain in the butt. We have to go to Joyous Tower, floors 50, 60, or 77 with a 6.9% chance of recruiting. With the Friend Bow, of course, it's going to be 16.9%. Now, you guys know my struggles with the Joyous Tower. We're not quite ready for it yet. We'll do that eventually. We still need several unknowns. We need A, B, D, K, M, N, P, Q, R, U, W, Y, Z. I believe it's 13 of them. I didn't count, but I know it was like almost half of the unknowns is what we need. Blissey, I just mentioned. Celebi from the Purity Forest. It's another level 1 type of dungeon, except you can't use you can't do the dungeon with items in your inventory, which makes things very difficult. Let's see. We need Skitty and Delcatty, so we need 2 Skitties. Again, another Joyous Tower Pokemon. We tried several times getting Skitty. Very difficult. We'll figure that out eventually. And we need Jirachi, Witch Cave, level 99, another level 1 starting type of dungeon. Although with this one you can use items, so that's very beneficial. We still need 2 King's Rocks. We need 4 Leaf Stones. I believe I have them still wrecked, so I'm not sure how many we have versus how much we need, how much we've used to evolve. I'll figure that out later, but we still may need Link Cables and Moonstones. Everything else we have as far as items go. Now I could use the Wondermail generator to get King's Rocks, Leaf Stones, and things like that, I believe. Let me just double check. I have it open right here. Leaf Stone, yep. I figured you could get Leaf Stones. I'm going to assume you can get King's Rock as well. Yeah, you can get King's Rocks as well. So we could easily make missions for that if we really wanted to. I'll try not to because we got to go in those dungeons anyways to do them. We'll see how things work out, but I probably will, just Wondermail them because it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so today we're gonna be doing some training, like I said. Let me go ahead and grab. Voltorb evolves at what, level 30 on the dot, right? I believe so. My plan, honestly, is in the next couple days, probably off camera, I'm gonna try to get the Kanto Dex completely done. Obviously, well, when I say completely done, I mean all the Pokemon we need to evolve by level. I won't evolve them off camera, I'll evolve them on camera, obviously, but like, I want to get them ready to evolve so we can evolve them on camera. Maybe I'll make a montage or something if there's a bunch of them, like a huge batch. Alright, so let me grab Voltorb. So Voltorb evolves at level 30. So we'll do Voltorb. Again, we will evolve a couple Pokemon before we move on. We have Rapidash there. We need to evolve Slowpoke into Slowbro. We need a King's Rock, obviously, to evolve the other Slowpoke. Which one is it? I just want to make sure we got the level we need. 25, 37. He evolves at 37? Question mark. Let's see. Slowpoke. Yeah, level 37. Nice leveled up a Blizzard Client. Nice. Good work. Alright, and then we have, like I said, Doduo to evolve and Seal as well. Grimer evolves at level 38. I believe we have it at like level 26. Again, with the new thing that we're doing, I'm probably just going to use... I didn't mean to visit you. We're probably just going to use Joy Seeds on him, to be honest. Let's see, level 26, yeah. So we need 10 levels, so that's 10 Joy Seeds down. So next, who are we going to level up through levels here? So, Execute, we need a Leaf Stone. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan we could do. I'm not sure what level Tyrogue is, but I can't imagine too high of level. Obviously, we need him on top as well. So let's go to Tyrogue real fast. Let's see, Tyrogue. I'm not sure what number he is in the Pokedex off the top of my head. There he is, okay. They're level 8. It won't take long to level these guys up to level 20. Now, of course, with Tyrogue, the way he evolves is determined by his stats. Let's go ahead and grab a Tyrogue. It really doesn't matter which one we grab. Alright. They're going to level up really fast, though. They evolve based on their stats. If their attack is higher than their defense, I believe it's Hitmonlee. When their defense is higher than their attack, I believe it's Hitmonchan. And then when they're even, their attack and defense is even, it's Hitmontop. And then let's grab Voltorb. It's definitely not the level 4 one. It's level 20. So we gotta get 10 more levels on Voltorb. That's not too bad. Let's quickly take a look at Tyrogue. Let me look at his stats. So we're looking at his attack is much higher than his defense. I just want to quickly look if that's Tyrogue, Mystery Dungeon, Evolution. Because it might be different also per game, but if attack is higher, it's Hitmonlee, so I was right. Oh, so this is, okay, so this is interesting. For him on top, it's a good thing I looked. For him on top, it actually is different in this game. If your stamina or HP is higher than the rest of your stats, Tyrogue evolves in him on top. So in this case, HP for him is 32, so he should evolve into Hitmontop. Which is fine, because we need him anyways. So we'll take a look and see if that's accurate. We're going to go to the training dojo here. We are going to do some grinding today, guys. We got to do some item management real fast. Because we just got a bunch of items here. We're also getting some gummies out of that dungeon, which is nice. Not a lot, but enough that's going to help us, evolve some Pokemon via IQ, such as Chansey and Blissey and Pokemon like that. I am going to go ahead and save as well while we're here. Alright. So that's enough chit-chatting. We're going to actually do some stuff now. And again, at the end of the by the end of the episode, we will evolve some Pokemon as well. We might even use some Joy Seeds to level up a couple Pokemon and evolve them as well. The only thing about Joy Seeds are you have to use them in the dungeon, I believe. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, so it's Team Constrictor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a little... Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something kind of important. You guys probably know what it... Oh, no, it's... Okay, never mind. Our move's already linked. See, Tyrogue already leveled up once off of one freaking tentacle. See, that would have been a waste of a Joy Seed, right? Because, like, it's so much faster. So, again, now you have to think about, like, time management. Like, is it actually worth, using the joy seeds versus just leveling them up through here. Level 12 already. Wow, insane. Look at this. You level up so quick. Because that was easily less than a minute worth of work, and we got like, what, 4 levels there? That's half of a run of joy seeds. So, and that takes me about 10 minutes. So again, you have to kind of determine at what level is it worth to use the joy seeds versus not using them. And I think, now Voltorb hasn't leveled up once, which is interesting, right? And you do have to worry about that, of course, as well. We'll go back and get him after we're done with this run. Voltorb is level 20. Would it be worth leveling him up with 8 joy seeds, which takes me about 10 minutes to grind? Or will it be worth it to do this, right? Now, keep in mind, we are also leveling up a second Pokemon too, so it's not just Voltorb that's getting EXP here. It is, well, in this case it is, because Tyro got knocked out, but say Tyro didn't get knocked out, right? He's sharing experience with Tyrogue as well, so like we are leveling up 2 Pokemon at once. Voltorb just did level up, so now he's fresh on EXP. So we can see how quickly it will be to level him up from this point as well. To next level is 3,400. So I think within one run we could probably level him up again, which is definitely well worth saving the joy seeds for, right? So we won't have to use joy seeds on him. I wanted to see, do you have any joy seeds? You know, every now and then too, after you do a run, you can also check him for a joy seed. Sometimes he's holding one, and you can buy it from him. So that's good too. Let's grab Tyrogue again. I'm gonna remember which page it's on for Tyrogue. Page 25. Okay. I'm not sure which Tyrogue it was. I think it was this one. 13. Yeah, it was this one. All right. I also want to look at his stats again here in a second because he did gain a bunch of levels. Alright, so now his HP is still his highest stat, but attack and defense has gone up a little bit, so it is interesting. Alright, back to the training dojo. You know what, we'll grab a few reviver. Now that we have, like, we're getting a bunch of reviver seeds from doing those Wonder Mails, I'm fine with kind of losing a few reviver seeds here, because realistically, for what we have left to do, we probably don't need 54 reviver seeds. Alright. Let's jump back in. Alright. Level 14 already. Insane, dude. It's possible that today we get all 3 Tyrogue evolutions. That'd be cool. I'm not sure how many like proteins and stuff I have. I also have to use those to kind of manipulate Tyrogue's levels. Again, I can use Wonder Mail Generator to get some more of those if I need them. Obviously, I wouldn't do that on camera because typing those passwords take a while and would be very boring for you guys to watch. Voltorb just got separated, so that's not good. Level 15 on Tyrogue. I do gotta be mindful that they can't go in the deep water, and sometimes I walk over deep water without even thinking about it. So I have lost a lot of Pokemon because of that. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Take Tentacruel out to protect Voltorb. Yeah, see, Voltorb level up again already, so very nice right there, right? Now Tyrogue is at the point now, we just took down the whole, like, all 3 of those bosses there. Got, like, what, close to 2,500 EXP. Didn't level up off the bosses, so, I mean, he was close, but he's still getting some good EXP. So, like I said, I think level 30 is the mark here. Except for maybe for some Pokemon that level up super slowly. So, I tried to find, I couldn't find anyone that's made one. So maybe no one ever has made one. A EXP chart for the Pokemon in the game. Because some Pokemon level up slower than others in this game. Perfect example is Maki, our Blaziken, levels up much slower compared to Hanyo, our Venusaur. And we know that because we've done runs with them in the Joyous Tower, where they both start off at level 1, and Maki grows incredibly slow. You know, by the time Maki gets level 4, Hanyo's like level 12. It's insane. So, like, that does play a factor too. So, say, like, Voltorb, even though he's level 20... Ooh, that's not good. Say he's level 20, right? but you know it's taken him 5 runs for one level. At that point, it's probably worth it for me to use Joy Seeds on him instead, even though he evolves at level 30, if that makes sense. So, I think what I'll do is, even though like Grimer evolves, and I probably should be grinding up Grimer now, he evolves at level 38, I believe. He's level 26 now. I should get him to level 30 first, maybe, and then use Joy Seeds on him. That might be the move. You know, we're still trying to figure out the best way to do this, but I think that's kind of the way to do it. I'm very thankful that I found that Wonder Mill password generator, because this would have taken me a long time. A long time. Like I mentioned, when I leveled up Doduo and Seal, and I also did some grinding on Voltorb and Grimer as well, it was a few hours. Like, it took me a long time. You know, I'm sitting there, you know, listening to music or watching YouTube videos or whatever while doing it. But man, like, after a while doing the same stage, this stage right here, over and over again, it gets very taxing, and you just, you know, you got to take a break. So that's nice to be able to switch between two different methods here to get those levels. Because like so far, let's see how long we now. To be fair, half of the video we did the Joy Seed stuff. Yeah, so we're at 20 minutes. So we've probably been doing this for what, 10 minutes, the training dojo portion. And we almost got Tyrogue to 20 from level 9, I think, or level 8. And we got Voltorb from level 20 to 23. Now, in that same time period, I could have gotten 8 Joy Seeds, right? So we only gained 3 levels of Voltorb, but we did gain, you know, 8 levels with Tyrogue. So essentially we gained, what, 12 levels? So we've gained 4 levels more than we would if we were just to do the Joy Seed method in the same amount of time. So in that case, I think it's worth it to do the training dojo. Just food for thought. Obviously, either method will work. It's just, when you're trying to do 386 Pokemon, it's not really that many because we don't have to evolve all of them, but you get the idea, right? Like 300 Pokemon or so that we got to evolve. You know, you're gonna try to cut some, shave some time off, and when you shave off 5 minutes here and there, that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but when you know multiply that by 200 Pokemon, 250 Pokemon, that's a lot of time saved. So, and I'm a pretty busy person most of the time, so you know having that extra time is very beneficial to me. Because you know that's extra time that I could be recording videos, I could get, you know, making thumbnails, whatever, right? Like doing video stuff, or you know, working or whatever, doing just fun hobbies that I like to do. You know, like playing, you know, maybe I'm playing a video game in my leisure time. Maybe I'm playing some League of Legends, or mostly TFT if I'm playing League of Legends. But you get the idea. Hanging out with some friends, you know. But instead, I'm spending, you know, 30 hours or so, you know, just grinding Pokemon. Not to mention, you know, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX is right around the corner. It comes out, see, today is actually the 18th, so this video is going to go up in 2 days, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, yeah, because I think the 18th, 137 went up for Mystery Dungeon. So, yeah, I think this is going to go up on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Anywho, so we have until the 6th, so we have about roughly 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I'm not really doing the math, I'm just kind of guesstimating off the top of my head. Until DX comes out. And I want to get this finished before then, so, you know, again, shaving that time is pretty crucial. Alright, so our HP is higher than our attack and our defense, so I'm going to assume that this is going to be a Hitmontop. So, what I'm going to do, though, actually, is I'm going to go and evolve him now and see what happens. Because this obviously could determine what we do next for Tyrogue. So let's go ahead and visit Voltorb. We'll let Voltorb go home for a minute. We'll come back, Bob. We'll come back. And then we'll go ahead and go to Tyrogue and make him our leader. I believe it's this one right here. Yeah. And we're going to evolve a couple other Pokemon while we're doing this as well. Might as well. Alright. So I'm curious. This should be Hitmontop if I'm not mistaken. and it is Hitmonlee. So Hitmonlee, interesting. So even our HP, now that's what I was curious about because it said stamina HP, right? Now HP was higher than our attack and stuff, but I don't know if that's like the multiplier or just his max HP. I don't know. I don't know how to figure that out. So that's gonna be a difficult one to figure out, I think. So let me go back up to let's go to Tyrogue's page 25, right? So like if we go back to our summary here, right? Our attack slash defense, our attack is 21, our HP is 31. But again, I don't know if our HP multiplier is higher than our attack multiplier, and I don't know if there's even a way to determine that. I don't think there is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way to see that. So I think I just have to feed him a bunch of HP items to make sure he evolves in Hitmontop. But while we have Hitmonlee, let me quickly just mark off Hitmonlee off our list here that we need him. So boom. Let me scroll up. 304 out of 386 of our actual living dex completed. So we still got several more to go, obviously, but hey, we're doing pretty good, I think. So let's go ahead and evolve some of our other Pokemon while we're doing this. Let's go ahead and evolve. Let's see. We'll evolve. We'll try to do a numerical order. So we'll do Slowpoke. Just gotta find the right one here. Nope. Nope. It'll be you. Now, we are probably going to do another grinding episode next episode, but I'm thinking the episode after that we do some, we'll either do Skitty hunting, try to get Skitty again, or we'll go ahead and get some of those unknowns we need. Maybe even all of them. Because again, we need like 13 or so different letters of the unknowns. Alright, so we got Slowbro. Next should be, I think, Doduo. Yeah. And then Seal, and then we'll be done with those. Excuse me. Alright, so we got Dodrio. Seal. Yeah, getting Chansey and Skitty, Celebi, and Jirachi, it's going to be painful, man. I'm not looking forward to it. But again, we do only have X amount of days until DX comes out, so I'm going to have to start doing those soon. But I'm not looking forward to it because I'm scared. It's going to be tough. Alright, so let's grab Grimer. That's the one. I guess I can make you leader, it's not a big deal. We're not going to evolve him at the moment, but we're going to stand by you. We'll grab Maki. I forget what number she's at, because it's been a while since I've recorded an episode, by the way. I actually had to go back and watch my other video, 13017, and see what we did that episode, because I did not remember. It's been that long. It's probably been like a month since I recorded a Mystery Dungeon video, if I'm being completely honest. I think it's been a month. It's been at least a couple weeks. Alright, so Grimer, and then we'll grab Voltorb. And what time are we at? We're close to 30, I know that much. But I think we might have... Oh wow, 29 minutes, so we're actually at 30. Okay, well let's grab Voltorb anyways. I didn't even see if that was the right one. I'm assuming it is. It is. Alright, so we got these three. Next episode, we'll go ahead and grind up Grimer and Voltorb. Should be able to evolve either, both of them. We'll get Grimer to level 30. See, his 15,000 for his next level versus 4,000 for his next level. That's a big dip, man. Look at that. I almost just want to use joy seeds on him now, if I'm being honest, guys. You know what? Let's freaking do it. So, what we'll do is, we'll grab... We're going to need 12 joy seeds for that. Take... Because if you think about it, it's going to take like 5 runs to level up Grimer once. That's not that bad, though. Now that I think about it. I don't know if that's like... I don't know if that's like his... If he just leveled up before this, though. We'll have to see after he levels up how many we need after that. Because if we do 5 runs, we could probably do 1 run a minute. Maybe 2 minutes. I'd have to time it. Voltorb is almost getting the level per run, like every 2 runs, which is fine. We're getting level, and then once we get to 30, he can evolve an Electrode, and then once we get 30 to Grimer, if we level him up and it's not crazy, a crazy amount of EXP needed to level up, we'll give him to 30, and then we'll use 8 Joy Seeds to level him up into Muck. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, I am the Maverick Daniels, bidding you farewell, peace, and one love.